Zord Rider, Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Zord Rider, Zord Rider.
Hello everybody, it's Zord Rider here and welcome to another Transformers review. I've had this guy for about a week or so now and I've had a good play with him. I'm really enjoying him, and it feels a bit odd reviewing this now because normally it's something I'd review after TFN, but of course this figure didn't actually make it out for releasing time. But in a way I'm happy that I got him now rather than TFN because I've been able to enjoy him a little bit more. So here he is, the big guy himself, Omega Supreme. Comes in a big box, as you can see, and you've got some product shots on the back of the big guy, and of course Countdown, who he comes with. You have got some nice artwork at the front, you've just seen, really nice picture of Omega Supreme. You have some stuff on the sides. Actually, it's the art there on the side, isn't it? And the art taken off there. Siege artwork on the top, not a lot on the bottom, and that's about it for the box, to be honest with you. I can throw that in the bin there. So get a set of instructions. You don't really need these, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's there if you need them. And there is like a little text bit there, which is pretty cool. And here is the big guy, and you can already see his light piping really glowing, and that works really well. I think the best figure I've ever seen for light piping is Siege Shockwave, and this comes a close second. Not quite as good as that, but pretty cool nevertheless. And you can see it's glowing really nicely. You can see he is mahoosive. I was actually shocked because he actually takes up most of that box. I'll stick a picture here. He's actually virtually in robot mode in that box. So the massive box does actually contain a figure that is worthy of that size. And what I will say about him, he feels the heftiest and best built, in my opinion, of all the Titans. Now, I don't have Metroplex, but you can see up there I have Fort Max, I have Devastate, I have Predaking, I have Trypticon, and this guy definitely 100% feels the better of all of them. He's just solidly built, nothing really rattles or shakes as such. He holds in place really well. He's a big hefty lump. That might be down to the design of the figure and the fact that he doesn't transform as such. He comes apart and then into various different modes, which means less moving parts on like a Combiner or Trypticon or whatever it might be. But nevertheless, you know what? Credit where credit's due. He's a really well built figure. A lot of the figures on Siege, they are really well done. So, head sculpt here. You can see is really nice. You can actually fold out his cannon on the back if you want that look going on. I've just folded it down, so his cannon is there, and it's actually a fake cannon. It's only there for robot mode. You don't actually need it as such in tank mode. You've got his wings here, which are separate in the box. You have shoulder joints, really tight ratchet. Will do a full 360 if these wings weren't there. You get a rocker swivel at the elbow and a bend about 45 degrees. The fingers here are articulated there and there. These are ratcheted, these ones are not. And you get the same movement this side. His cannon can go in and out a little bit. You get a waist rotation which is really tight. Legs can go all the way forward and all the way back, and can go all the way out. Trust me on this one, they do go all the way out. Really tight. And you do get a little bit of a rocker as well, which is nice for a big Titan figure. He's beautiful. He's a really good figure. As you can see, some of the detail on him there. You haven't really got that much of the battle damage. You've got some burn battle damage here and here. None of the silver dry brushing. That seems to be the battle damage on this. I really like him. I really rate him. Size comparison wise, here he is next to a deluxe. So this is Impactor, a standard version. As you can see, he towers all above those. And he's a really lovely, beautifully designed figure. He does come with some accessories, so he comes with these blast effects. Now, this is something that I think is a bit of a negative. These blast effects, I don't like the black on them. I think they would have worked better if they were just a plain orange. The black does take something away from it, but you can actually put these into his gun if you want that look going on, or you can put it into the middle of his hand, like so. You do come with an extra couple of pieces, 2 of these. Excuse all the stuff on my hand. I've been sealing the bathroom. But here we go. You can plug those in there, and you can have some like kind of gun bits going on, which is pretty cool. I just wish these were like this colour orange. I think it would have worked a lot better. That's just in my opinion. So there is one more accessory, but I'll give you a few seconds to work out who that is. It is Countdown, the little G1 moon buggy that come with the Micromaster base in the original G1 Micromaster range, and he's come with the Mega Supreme this time. No link before, but we have a link now. Here he is next to his G1 counterpart. As you can see, this guy's satellite dish has got dented over the years, but they're about the same size. The new Siege one is that slightly little bit bigger. Transformation on him is really simple. You fold the legs down like so, you fold the arms down, and his dish goes down, and then he's a lovely little figure, this guy is. I haven't been impressed with the Micromasters in the Siege line. I think they're really poorly built and the legs tend to fall off. This guy on the other hand is built really, really well. No leg falling off during transformation or anything like that. He has got a peg on his chest, which I believe is so he can attach to various modes and various ports in Omega Supreme. Here is his G1 counterpart, so let's quickly transform him. And you can see there's a little bit of a difference there. This guy has a blue face instead of a silver one. But all in all, I think it encapsulates exactly what Countdown was about. And it's a lovely, lovely thing to have as an accessory with the big guy. Omega Supreme is such a big bot. I decided just to take photographs of him in his alt mode. So let's take a look at him now. Here's Omega all transformed up. Now there is no mechanism in this, no batteries in order to make it go around the track, but it does push around pretty fine. Really like the tank, and the base fits together really well. The rocket does have trouble picking together at points, but it works well. You can put in the Micromasters, you can put in all the blast accessories. I really like how that tank looks. I think it's a really good set. You can put your other Siege figures on there, and you can have so much playability in this thing. It's really, really amazing. Blast effects can fit into the bottom of the rocket if you want to have a blast off moment. And here he is next to the original rocket. You can see how big this thing is. And how big he is next to Jetfire. It is huge. And in robot mode, the rocket is actually bigger than Omega Supreme. Countdown here can fit inside the top of the rocket, and there's also a section on the side of him for storage. So, final thoughts. Is Omega Supreme here worth picking up? Absolutely he is. The only reason I would say don't pick him up is if you haven't got the space. I think that he's a big robot, and even myself now, I've got enough to put him in that gap there, but after that I'm struggling for Titans, and I know that there's only really one more to go. There's only Scorponok, and I will be in for that. I can't wait to see that. And if it's based on this mould with this build, then we're in for a real treat. Because I can really see how this could actually be retooled into Scorponok. But he's an amazing toy. And as I say, if you've got space for him, pick him up. If you've got a Legends collection, I can really see him working with that scale. He's just a great figure. He's a great figure. I picked this up from Smiths, believe it or not. This is the other great thing about this. It's nice to be able to pick up these in retail. Now, I did tell a bit of a porky because I ordered this online. But the reason why I ordered it online is A, it was in stock online and not in the shops, and B, they had an offer on which was ending in a couple of days where I could get, I think it was £12 off. So he ended up costing £128, including postage. But you know what? for a Titan, that works. I remember playing, I think, about 150 for Combiner Wars Devastator. I think about 140 for Fort Max. So this guy is probably one of the cheaper Titans that I've picked up, and he's now hitting retail in shops. So you can actually go into a Smith's if you're lucky and pick this guy up off the shelf, which is an amazing experience, isn't it? Just going into a shop and picking up something like this, and sticking it in your trolley and going and stick it in your car afterwards and going home and opening it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of Omega Supreme. The last real big siege item I want that's out at the moment. I am missing some. I haven't got a Thundercracker, I haven't got a Skywarp, I haven't got a Chromere, and I haven't got some of the Micromasters that have come out. I do want to get the next wave of figures. Is it Spinster? And I think there's a few others coming out. But all in all, he's really one of the last siege figures I probably will be picking up this year. This was the real siege figure I wanted to pick up this year. I wasn't too fussed about Jetfire at first. This was the big guy I really, really wanted, and I finally have him. And I think for now, apart from a few little items, this year might be closing out for toys. I obviously will pick up another couple of items between now and Christmas, but the big item I wanted with this, I spent a fair bit of money in the last couple of weeks with my 3A Bumblebee as well, which is another big item that I wanted to pick up. And I think it's time just to enjoy these items for a while rather than adding more to them. But if I see stuff for a couple of quid, I'm going to pick it up. But big items, I'm talking third party, Titan scale stuff or big collectibles, I think I'm tapping out for this year now. I think I've had enough. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed Omega Supreme. It's a big recommend from me. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's taking part in the eBay 1B 1-Win Challenge. Thanks for all the interactions with the video. It's been great. Hello to all the new subscribers who have subbed on the back of that. And thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll catch you again soon.